eating healthfully, it's about making sure that you can afford it, too.
Right.
So, not everybody can eat. That's a lot of berries. So
that is a lot of berries.
Yeah, you have to think about other. Can you get them frozen, or can you get something dried, or can you work in other fruits? I think that's important to find other things.
Yeah.
Because once you start demonizing certain foods, or it becomes harder. And this is all about making it easier.
I think I demonized Gatorade a little bit before, but
I don't think they're going to be sponsoring us anytime soon. So
no, I wouldn't take them on as a sponsor.
You wouldn't take their money. That's right.
No.
So I think that's fine. But you just got to make it easier. Find the little swaps to make it easier. If you don't have time to chop vegetables, then get the good, broccoli. Get the good broccoli that's frozen and organic. If you don't have the time to slow cook beans, there are very good organic, canned beans that you can get. Work things like that into your diet. Be prepared. Let me see. Yesterday, what did I do? I put out an Instagram, request to see what people wanted to, learn today. And someone was like, "What if you have a sweet tooth? What do you do? How do you
pull it out?
How do you manage a sweet tooth?
Pull it out, put it underneath the pillow, and the tooth fairy will come and we'll replace it with a normal tooth.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
There you go.
There's something.
There's going to be a lot of people who have no teeth out there.
Yeah, right.
It's going to look really bad. Ready. Welcome, everyone, to the Whole Truth Podcast with John Levine, sponsored by Dean's Natural Food Market, with 4 locations in Ocean, Shrewsbury, Chester, and Basking Ridge. Food makes my next guest very happy. True. She's got a smile on her face as we speak. Marcy Ragan is a chef and owner of Relish Your Chef. She's trained in kitchens in Italy and attended the French Culinary Institute. She makes healthy food fun and delicious, and she's going to do it today. She's cooking me buckwheat pancakes.
Correct.
She owes me food from the last time I saw her at the WeForm conference.
It is true. I do owe you some food. I did bring cookies.
Where you were making inappropriate nut jokes. Just wanted to throw that out to you.
I don't think that was me. I think that was probably Ming.
No, I think that was you. It was Marcy with the inappropriate nut jokes, but it's all good.
That's what happens.
You have to use nuts.
When you have a lot of guy friends, that's what kind of happens.
There
you just got to learn how to roll with it.
You're on the right show for this kind of stuff.
Perfect.
So we have a lot. We're going to do nutritional swaps today.
We are.
Okay? So, remove this and this is a better choice type thing.
Let's just make healthful, nutritious eating a little easier.
Easy.
That's what I think. That's what I think we need to do. It's New Year. People are starting to reevaluate their lives, their diets. So I think it's time. Just look to see little changes that you can make.
And healthy can be easy.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
But also, healthy can be fast. There's better choices. But we'll get into that. First, I want to know, why are you so interested in food? Why does it make you so damn happy?
Well, first of all, I'm very hungry most of the time. So I learned how to cook, so I learned how to feed myself.
Would you like I brought food. Would you like food? Are you hungry
I'm good now because I don't want to be on TV and have something in my teeth. I hate that.
It happens. You just got to go.
It does happen, but not to me. I have always cooked. Everyone in my family cooks. Everyone in my family is an amazing cook. Food was a way for me when I was little to kind of explore the world. I grew up in a single-parent household. I grew up in a little log cabin in northern New Jersey, and
that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it was.
Log cabin.
A log cabin, a real log cabin.
Old school in nature.
It's true. I was in nature. I had a stream,
wait,
a lake.
Now you got to tell me, where was this?
It was in Lake Edenwald, Butler, New Jersey. It was.
Where is that?
It's by Wayne. It's by Kinnelon.
Oh, that's up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
That's nature.
Yes,
that's beautiful.
It is nature.
Well, you're talking to a nature boy.
Yeah, so
that
I
sounds good
grew
to
up
me.
like immersed in nature, and but I also like to eat a lot of different food. I've always been an eater. I've always been wanting to experiment with food. That's just has always been my jam. My grandmother lived with us growing up. She always had baked goods in the house. Everybody in my family is a
Jam,
good.
no pun intended.
No pun intended. Yeah, pun
Yeah, jam.
intended. Yeah, I like to.
You're the second person in
I
2
like-
days that just used jam, by the way.
I usually use jam in like more of like a rock and roll sense,
Yeah.
but like jamming out. But
So
know,
you were born. You were just born.
I was born to cook.
You were born to cook.
I have a palate that I like to. I like to just make things that I like to eat. I mean, that's it, really.
So it's innate.
Yeah.
You were born
I'm
to
always
cook.
looking for the next ingredient. I find food to be very fascinating. You can never know everything about food. I'm a Gemini. I'm like maybe kind of restless sometimes. So like there's always something new to learn. Technique, recipe, ingredient.
And you have a fast metabolism because you're always hungry. So
Yeah.
But we have a lot of
There
food
you-
here.
There you go.
So
we do. We do.
nutritional swaps. I brought some stuff. You brought some stuff.
You brought some stuff.
But I'm going to ask your opinion. What do you think are the easiest nutritional swaps that people can implement into their homes to be just healthier options? That's what we're talking about, right? Nutritional swaps, healthier options.
Well, honestly, what I think where we should start is being prepared. Sometimes eating good food and having nutritious food that makes us feel healthy and good, it's really about being prepared. It's about knowing that like on Wednesday night you're going to have, chicken soup because, you prepped it on Sunday.
Gotcha.
Or because if you're not prepared, then you make bad decisions, right? Like you order takeout or you're eating like a bowl of sugary granola or whatever for dinner.
That's an excellent point. If
It's
you're not
about-
prepared,
It's about being prepared.
it's about being prepared in anything.
Right. Mise en place. Chefs live by that.
Like I had to be prepared for this podcast today.
You did.
Because I'm like, oh my God, I have a wild card coming in.
You do.
Like
Like
what-
you better study up.
And I had anxiety, and I'm like, oh my God, what am Marcy, aka Nancy Reagan's coming in. So what the hell am I gonna do? I got nervous, and I'm like, you know what? I better be prepared.
All right.
So then I wrote some stuff down. I'm like,
wrote
what
some
kind?
stuff down.
What kind of nutritional swaps we were gonna do? I'm like, oh my God, here's the wild card. What? So I wrote down swap white pasta with whole wheat pasta. So
Good
I
idea.
was prepared.
That's good.
White rice with brown rice. I was prepared. Fruit juice
Good.
instead of fruit juice, maybe just a whole fruit.
How about don't drink juice?
Well, people look.
You
some
don't need juice.
I know, but
You only need a few beverages in your life.
don't be pushy.
Water.
Don't be pushy
I'm a chef.
because I know, but
I'm prepared and I'm a little headstrong. So that's how chefs roll.
You are.
So, yeah, that's how I keep it rolling.
But here's the thing. So some people like juice. I agree with you. Juice is like a big sugar bomb. But
Right.
but some people like juice, and you have to meet people where they are.
course.
You have to meet people where they are.
I agree. That's why we're doing this today.
That's why
Make
we're
it
doing it.
easy. Make it
Because
easy
it's
for
that
people.
fine line of not telling people you can't drink juice.
Right.
You can't. So
Well, here's the thing. I think it's all about moderation and food, juice. It needs to be special. I brought you cookies today. That is a very
Ooh.
decadent cookie. But
Thank
it's
you.
made with the best chocolate. It's made with the best cocoa
Ooh.
powder. It's made with the best butter.
yeah. So let's
And
talk
the
about
best
these.
and the best eggs. But do I eat cookies like that every day? No. But do I
Can I
maybe
eat cookies
once
like this every day?
You can do whatever you want.
Can you keep sending me cookies to my doorstep?
Sure.
Oh, I like it. Is it going to cost me a lot of money? Those look good. So, all right, tell me about these cookies.
Custom food isn't
All right, so
cheap.
tell me about these cookies quickly, and then what's
It's
it?
a double chocolate espresso drop cookie. They should be very moist. They're very luscious, made with great ingredients. But I don't eat like that every day. So juice
That looks good.
is a special thing. Cake is a special thing. Like I make very decadent food
Yeah.
as well as healthy food, but it's all about moderation.
Of course. So, what are we swapping out?
What are we swapping out? All right,
Yeah,
back
what are we
to the
swapping
swaps.
out? Like, all right. Like I
Well,
wrote
I
down.
would like to go back to the preparedness. Like, start with real raw food. Know what you can have in your pantry to like get out a meal as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And that's where like frozen organic vegetables come in very handy. They're individually quick frozen. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that if you need to get a meal out.
How long
quickly.
do those last, frozen vegetables?
Not long in my house.
Well, like if you weren't to eat them. Let's say that you left frozen
I think like
organic peas.
2 months is probably good.
So if you go to, a natural market and get
Sure.
organic frozen beans and peas and cauliflower, you're good to go if you stock up. You're just saying.
I think so. You should always be prepared with things like that. Canned beans.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's stuff I use in my house all the time.
Well, they go quick in your house because you're using them.
Yeah.
But if they're available and ready, so I get the key. That's all. So they're flash frozen, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means, flash frozen.
It's
but
IQF. It means like at the farm they're frozen.
Frozen right there.
Like individually quick frozen. It's not like the head of broccoli is frozen all together. So they separate it.
That's cool.
And they freeze it really quickly.
And then the nutrients stay intact. And
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's better than ordering pizza,
I agree. Sometimes.
Well, sometimes pizza is good.
Sometimes pizza's good.
Yeah.
I know. I want to get those.
Sometimes
I want to get
pizza's
those
good.
fringe people. Like I want to push them to the good side. Eat a little bit of pizza. Just don't go nuts. That's all.
Pizza is delicious.
Yeah. Gluten-free pizza. Whole grain. Can you? What kind of pizza can you do? Can you make a healthier
I do?
pizza? Yeah. What's a healthier pizza?
What's a healthier pizza? Use good flour.
Can you do the almond flour?
I've never made an almond flour pizza. I mean, I guess you could. You could put in a little bit.
You're the
a little
chef.
bit of buckwheat. Well,
Buckwheat?
you don't want to really. Pizza is about that certain taste, so I think maybe you just limit yourself on the pizza.
So don't mess
Or
with the pizza.
I wouldn't mess with a pizza unless somebody
You know what we
paid me
have
to,
in our
and they're like, you know what, you need to work some cauliflower into this, or
I was just
you
gonna say.
could work you could work probably some chickpea flour into it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm very healthy, but I don't cook.
Okay.
I'm not a big cooker.
Okay.
My wife cooks. Does a great job and cooks almost every night, and it's important. She does cauliflower pizza,
Right.
and I guess it's cauliflower crust. And to me, it tastes really good.
Is she making it?
She, most of the time, she does not, but she has.
Mm-hmm.
She has. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not the chef. I'm not the cook. But it's good.
If you like the way it tastes, then I think that's a benefit. Then you're going to eat it.
Yeah.
My thing is more like if it's a produced crust, it's processed. So what kind of fillers are in there to to keep it
Intact.
To keep it. I mean, I'm sure it's like a frozen product. Step into the freezer to get that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. We get it from Dean's Market, so it's got to be great.
I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Dean's Market's not going to have anything but the best.
Right. Quality control there.
Just a quick plug there.
Right. So what I would think is if you're going to do a pizza, here's my idea. Work chickpea flour into it, or you can go into like that Mediterranean feel with like a chickpea soca cake. Have you ever had that?
No, chickpea. What's chickpea flour?
Chickpea flour is flour that is ground from dried chickpeas.
Well, I know that,
I know
but
that.
where do you get that?
Where
Can
do you
get that in
I'm sure you can get it at Dean's Market.
Dean's Market?
I
There
have.
you go.
I'm sure I have it over here somewhere.
I'm setting
Do
you
I have
up
it
so
over
that you
here?
can say you can get it at Dean's
You
Market.
can get it at Dean's Market. Bob's Red Mill
Yes.
should sponsor this show and totally.
I agree.
Give us some samples.
I totally agree. I
Yeah.
have it right here.
Yeah.
And look what I have. Look what I have.
Buckwheat.
This is in my house too. Not just you. Buckwheat flour.
You have it too?
Yeah. But you love buckwheat.
I do.
I know you've told me like 1,000
I
times.
know. I've
You're
told
like,
you
I love
1,000 times.
buckwheat.
But I want to get back to the chickpea.
You know,
because
buckwheat is there's no wheat in buckwheat.
I know.
That's what you
well,
tell me
that's
every time we talk on the
I
phone.
know.
You know, John, there's no wheat in buckwheat.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Repetition is everything.
There you go.
Building habits. That's what we're trying to
Yeah.
do. Build healthy habits.
All right.
So chickpea soca, it's a Mediterranean dish, and they usually do it over a fire. I have it as an appetizer on my catering menu, and people love it because they don't realize that it's vegan, and it's really creamy. It's just the chickpea flour and olive oil and water. They set up really nicely, and it's like custardy. And I guess you could, put pizza toppings on it if you wanted to. If you cooked it thin enough.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
it's really nice. I mean, that's like something that is delicious. It's nutritious, and people eat it at appetizers at all the cocktail parties that I do.
Nice.
They love it, and people are like, "Ooh, what is this?" It's chickpea.
Yeah, when your
Chickpea flour.
palate changes, healthy food really does taste good. I think there's that misconception that out there that, oh, that looks healthy, or that must be healthy, and that it's going to taste bad.
Right.
Because obviously, and I'm sure you know, but when you keep eating processed foods and sugary foods, your body's kind of used to that, and
Right.
then you kind of like look at the healthy food, and that initially might not taste so good.
Right.
But once you get over that little hurdle, you really start craving like the real stuff, the real food.
Processed food, the companies work really hard to make sure it's like injected with lots of flavor. It's injected with sugar. It's
Yeah.
injected with a lot of salts. That's why we kind of want to back off of the processed food.
Big business.
And once you can dial your palate back and you buy good ingredients, I wouldn't necessarily, if you want a tomato, right now is not the best time to maybe buy a tomato at the grocery store. You want to wait until it's in season.
'Cause
That's
it's
when
not in
it's the
season.
best tasting, and it hasn't been, shipped from somewhere else.
Right.
So it's about dialing back the palate, staying away from processed food.
Fresh local foods.
Right.
But what do you do when it's freezing cold and you're in Buffalo and there's no fresh local foods?
Well, that's when, I guess when the frozen organic vegetables come in
Right.
well, or
So I guess they come
maybe
from
there's
an area.
Yeah, even there's a greenhouse in Asbury Park that grows lettuce right now.
Is there? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So there's ways.
There
There's ways
are
around
ways
it.
around it, but we have the ability to get food when we want. So I think
Yeah. No, absolutely.
it depends on what your priorities are.
So I brought some stuff from home.
Okay.
Now I want your take on it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it up.
You
and
want
I'm
my
gonna-
real take?
I want your real.
Is this where?
No, I want your real take.
Is this
No, I
where
want
the
you-
headstrong
I want,
part comes
I want
in?
you to lie to me and lie to my listeners. No, I want your real. Okay, so again, it's all about preparing. So do you know
Okay.
what? To back your point,
Yes.
I think this is critical. You're totally right. So like, in
I
order
love when
to,
people tell me that.
you're right now. You've been wrong a couple other times.
That's
in,
not
in
true.
order to put yourself in a good position to eat healthy, you're absolutely right. You have to prepare.
Yes.
You have to prepare.
It's the
So-
chef mindset of mise en place. You
Yeah.
have everything
I
ready
have
to
no
go.
idea what you just said, but this is what we have in the house. So, one, nutritional yeast.
Yes.
What we do with it is
Tell me.
we put I love it actually. You can make cheese out of it.
Yes.
You can make it with cashew cheese. You can make
Mm-hmm.
it, or you could just put it on. What I do is I have dark leafy greens. I'm a dark leafy green nut,
Okay.
and because to me it's kind of simple. So I wash it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put olive oil on it, and then I put nutritional yeast on it.
Do you massage it?
I do.
Do you bake it?
Do I massage what?
Your leafy kale?
My leafy kale?
Yeah.
No, I don't. What do you mean massage it?
In order for
Like give it a back rub? Like does this feel good?
well,
Does this feel
I
good,
think,
Kale? Does this
well,
feel
I
good?
think it's really nice if you chat with your vegetables. Kind of make them feel comfortable.
Gratitude?
Yeah.
Like, hi, Kale. I love you. Thank you for being here.
I think-
I am grateful that you're so delicious and good for me with all the fiber.
Yes, that's like a Marie Kondo kind of way to treat your food, but
But you know that's
But
a real. You know that's a real thing.
it should be a real thing.
I mean, like,
shouldn't we honor everything that we, eat
To actually sit down.
and not do it mindlessly? That's why,
That's the thing.
that's why people eat bad
So
stuff.
to answer your question, I don't actually massage my kale, although I will if you want to teach me. But I am grateful for the kale, and
That's
I
good.
and I do sit down and I do chew with my teeth. Which
Chewing is good.
I chew with my teeth,
That's good.
so I am grateful, and I
That's
try to
good.
be mindful. I try to sit. I try to sit.
So are you putting olive oil on it and then nutritional yeast and then you're making like a kale chip, or
No.
are you just
I ate
going
it
for
raw.
it?
Raw.
Okay. Are there any sort of acid in that? Like a lemon
Acid?
juice?
Acid in what?
Like is it a salad?
It is very simple. There's 3 ingredients. There's let's say I'll even take arugula. This is what I had for dinner last night.
Okay.
I normally don't eat a lot of meat, but I had a little bit of chicken because I felt like I needed it.
Okay.
I had kale, spinach, and I had arugula. I sort of massaged it because I mixed it around.
Okay.
And then you give me your face. And then I put a little olive oil on it.
Uh-huh.
And then I put some nutritional yeast on it.
Okay.
So that was it. And then that's what I ate.
Can I see that?
Yes,
Please?
you can see it.
Thank you.
What do you think of it?
I think that's good.
Your honest opinion.
You can just eat that for dinner and you're sated?
No, I had a little chicken. And sometimes, you know what?
Like an ounce of chicken?
I'm a big hummus guy, too.
Oh.
And so you know what I did?
Chickpeas.
I took organic hummus. And I actually put some organic hummus on the dark leafy greens.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
But that's kind of hardcore, I guess. Is that hardcore?
For me.
Is it? It is for you, or is
no,
it?
when you, back to the kale, I think that kale, in order to be bioavailable, you need to break it down a little bit
Oh, really?
and massage it.
So now
true.
you have to. No, that's good. So I learned something.
I am not a nutritionist.
No, but
I am a chef, so I'm just telling you,
But so you massage the kale?
you put some dressing on it and you kind of work it in there.
But what is it?
You're breaking down the fibers because it's you may not be able to digest all of that.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Like
it's
what?
digestibility,
What do we do?
so you can get the most nutritional value out of the leafy greens that you are eating.
But by actually moving the leaves around, you're breaking it down. You're like
You're working the salt or
yeah,
acid or the olive oil in there.
it's interesting.
It needs to cook a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like soak it. Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about
It
that.
needs to cook a little. Certain things, in order to be bioavailable, you have to do certain things. Like turmeric, if you're going to put turmeric in a smoothie or something, it needs a fat or it needs black pepper in order to bioactivate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's like superheroes,
Cool.
coming together.
I
to
like
activate.
that. All right.
Yeah.
So that's nutritional yeast. You're on board with nutritional yeast?
I am. My sister hates when I say that word, but
Why?
because she just does. She's funny. She's like
Certain
she's
words
like
don't
that.
sound good.
Yeah, nutritional yeast.
Certain
She's
words.
like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Well, my son is lactose intolerant, so I need to make him feel like he's got a little bit of tangy, cheesy
We're
flavor
not
in
telling people not to eat cheese. What we're saying is that if you have a problem with dairy, or at least what I am saying is if you have a problem with dairy,
there. Right.
and some people do, the alternative, the nutritional swap, is nutritional yeast, and it is good.
It is good.
It is really good.
It's very good.
So that is a good
And
option.
it has good B vitamins in it and stuff, right?
It's fortified with B12.
Uh-huh.
So if B12 normally comes from meat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's fortified with B12.
All right.
I mean, you can get B12 from other sources as well, but
Okay.
yes,
Good to
it's
know.
added in there, so it's good.
Good to know.
Olive oil spray.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you what I do.
All right.
You tell me, John, you're on the right track.
Hand it over.
But no, hold on. So we use 3 things. We need avocado.
Oil.
We use avocado oil.
Yes.
Coconut oil, and we use olive oil. We cook with avocado oil.
Okay.
Occasionally coconut oil, but almost always avocado oil. And then we do not cook with olive oil. We use the olive oil because I believe it's carcinogenic when you cook with it. At least I've heard. So
It depends on the smoking point, the quality of the olive oil,
Right.
extra virgin versus regular. It depends on
Gotcha.
all of those factors.
A lot of different
A lot
factors.
of different factors.
But what I'm holding in my hand for the listeners that aren't watching on YouTube,
Well, they should be watching on YouTube.
they should be watching.
They
on
should
YouTube.
be.
Yes.
Look, look at us.
Yes.
Look how much fun we are.
I totally agree with you. But these are sprays. So you don't even need to have if you want to keep it really easy, you could just spray it out of a bottle. I mean, ideally you would just have,
Right.
you know what I mean? You would just have the
Yes.
glass bottle and pour
Yes.
it out.
Yes. See,
But-
environmentally speaking, I feel bad about buying a product like that because then it's like an extra thing when I could just have the big, container and
I agree.
I have this beautiful crock. But making it easier when it's your health is involved is good.
I agree with you. We like to be environmentally conscious, and we have loads of glass bottles of avocado oil and coconut oil, and it's almost always glass. But to make things easy because everyone's always on the go. It's always got to be quick. So this is just a quick.
Absolutely.
Quick.
It's good.
So that's why I brought that in.
It's very good.
Coconut water.
Yes? You're a huge fan?
I'm a pretty big fan.
Okay.
I wouldn't say a huge fan, but a nutritional swap would be, I coach sports. So I coach all my kids' sports. I love it. I love to be out there grounding and running around in the soccer fields and basketball. So what I also see, and one of the, the genesis of finally pushing me over the edge and deciding to do this podcast was what we're putting in our bodies and what the kids are putting in their bodies.
Absolutely.
And I despise Gatorade. I
Okay.
despise and those other, whatever those other ones, Powerade. The blue, if I see blue, red, and green anymore, I lose it.
Right.
I don't tell people what to do. I don't ever tell a kid you shouldn't be drinking that. Drink whatever you want.
Right.
What I'm saying is that there's a much better choice. Nutritional swap. There's no nutrition in the Gatorade. The Gatorade's
No.
got red dye, which
Red
is
dye and sugar.
Red dye and sugar, which
Yeah.
I mean, it's like really bad. Like I'm just gonna go out. It's really, really harmful for you.
Right.
Like, there's not one good thing about Gatorade. It's just terrible,
Yeah.
and you know that,
I do know that. I just don't. I drink, water. I think water is
right?
probably a good thing.
I drink water with lemon, but coconut water, for those who want to feel refreshed, as a better choice,
It's very hydrating.
it's very hydrating,
Yeah.
and it gives you electrolytes.
It does.
So are you
does.
on board with that?
I do like coconut water.
So you're
I
a big
prefer
fan.
to be like on a beach and have somebody like cut it open for me. Like that. That's where I first discovered it, and I was like,
Oh,
wow.
well, that's real coconut.
This is really.
You're talking
this
about like
really
someone
works.
chops the coconut?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother ballgame. That's like the best stuff in the world.
It's the best.
But that's not easy. You
It's
gotta be
not.
you gotta be in an island with a big machete.
I know.
And those things.
Dare to dream, though.
You ever try to get those things open? Those coconuts?
Well, you have
They
to.
are a
like,
son of a bitch.
Yeah. They're yeah.
Oh my God, they're brutal. You
Yeah.
really need to like have a big machete and cut that thing open.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any machetes, and I did not bring one on the vacation. I had the coconut water, but
Good, Good.
It's I do believe in the coconut water.
good.
Yeah.
These. Oh, look what I got here. Oh yeah. So like crackers and cookies.
Okay.
Better options. Oh no, that's my red lentil pasta. All right, fine. Let's go with it.
All right.
Red lentil pasta.
Red
What do you
lentil
think?
pasta.
What do you think of red lentil pasta?
All right. Here's the thing. True confessions of a chef. I've never had red lentil pasta. I've never had the other type of chickpea pasta because I don't eat a lot of pasta.
Okay.
I just don't eat a lot of pasta, and if I'm going to eat pasta, it's going to be real pasta.
White flour.
It's going to be a good brand of pasta.
Okay.
I don't have an issue with white flour if it's coming from a good source.
But
and
what
if I eat it if I have a bowl of pasta, it's maybe every 6 or 8 months. Like I don't really eat pasta that much.
I don't either, but for those who love pasta, and some people love their pasta. So, like, all right, let me ask you: if you have clients that really want pasta, what kind of pasta do you make them, or do you not have clients that like pasta? What if
I
someone
have
says,
clients that have pasta, but they have pasta every week, but they're an elderly Italian couple, and they get the same thing every week. And they're in their 90s. If I was going to give them red lentil pasta, they would look at me like I was crazy. So
change is not good, right? Sometimes.
People don't order a lot of. They don't order a lot of pasta.
Really?
It depends on the client.
Things
It's
are
very
changing, huh?
custom. Sometimes people will try it. I mean, what do you think of the red? I mean, I love lentils, pulses, beans, seeds, all that kind of stuff. Nuts, like I love.
I'm a little odd.
Okay,
We're
just learning this now.
No, I've been odd for a while.
Okay.
But so are you.
Okay, it's true.
So that's
It's
why we
true.
make a good team. I'm a
It's
little
true.
odd. I'm not a big pasta guy either, but I also grew up. So I'm Jewish,
Okay,
and I grew up in a town that was very Jewish and Italian.
okay,
So if I see another pizza or pasta or bagel, for the rest of my life, if I don't see one, I'll be fine.
okay.
I grew up. There was a pizza place and pasta. Like literally, my friends were Italian and Jewish, and it was food.
That's my kind of place.
To the point where it was good. But it was good. But to the point where like they killed me with it. Like I've had it with the pasta.
Okay.
So now my wife and I actually like I go towards different things like Indian, like healthy Indian,
Right.
and like healthier different type stuff.
Well, that's the thing about food. It's a expansive subject. There's
Yeah.
lots of different cuisines
You know
to
what?
try.
It's whatever
That's-
you like.
It's true.
The point of this is like
But
pe-
you still haven't told me whether or not you like if you had that pasta.
no,
Okay.
I haven't. It's been sitting in our cabinet for. It was all the way in the
See,
back.
that's the thing. I will buy something like that, and I'm going to totally get to that one
Yeah.
day, and then I just don't.
No, this.
I love lentils though.
No, well,
like
listen.
lentils.
I'm a bean guy
Pulse. You're on the pulse.
on the pulse.
That's
do you-
that's
what
what
do you
lentils
mean?
are. They're pulses.
I don't know what that is,
It's a legume. It's a bean.
but what's up? I know
It's,
that.
it's
What's-
another term for lentil.
Is
Pulses.
pulse?
Uh huh.
I didn't know that. You taught
Yeah.
me something.
See?
Cool.
I know some stuff.
You know a lot of stuff. No, so I love my diet is vegetables, fruits, whole plant foods,
Okay.
seeds, nuts, occasional chicken, free range chicken, occasional wild salmon.
Okay.
It's supposed to be coming from. It's probably from Brooklyn or the Navesink River, but it's supposed to be from Alaska.
Salmon in the Navesink River.
Potentially at this point there are.
All right.
Who knows?
Good to know.
With like 4 eyes.
There's a lot of other stuff.
Four
in there,
eyes
too.
and like
yeah, it's
10
like that Simpsons episode.
10
It's perfect.
genitals and like
yeah, it's
God
great.
knows what's going on.
Okay, good to know.
I'm just saying what you asked me what I ate. Like there's
right.
we get it's called wild Arctic, but they're not paying me either. So I'm
Arctic
not
char.
No. It's wild salmon. It comes from Alaska.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like that region is supposed to be not as toxic and not as, mercury filled as the rest.
Is it Vital Choice?
It is Vital Choice.
All right, I recommended that brand to you.
Okay. We've been doing that for years.
Well, you didn't remember it last time. But
Vital
that's good
Choice-
though. They're good. They have awesome mackerel and sardines.
Vital Choice has been coming to our house for like I see that box and I cringe because it's expensive.
It's not cheap, but here's the thing about eating healthfully and having the right food in your house. The money you spend on food now, on the
yeah.
quality food now,
Yep.
and not overeating now, is money you're going to save in health bills
Tenfold.
decades from now,
Tenfold.
right?
And you'll be alive.
And you'll be alive.
And you'll
But
feel good.
You'll feel good. You'll be spry.
No, listen.
That's my goal. I want to be like 105 and like doing high kicks. Like that's if I have to spend like $2 extra a pound on some wild salmon in order to make that happen, that's what I'm doing.
I don't know if I want to be 100. Listen, if I feel good at 105, I'll take 105. But
You don't know until you get there.
No, you know what?
Right.
That's my goal too.
Okay.
Because I have 3 kids. I know you have kids. And when my kids
do.
have kids, if they have kids, I want to be around. And I want to be moving around.
Right. You want to be fun.
So you're absolutely right. So yeah. So when you eat well,
Spend the money on the food now, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be super expensive. That's why these swaps that we're talking about
yeah,
can really be beneficial because it's just little changes. And buying better eggs that are really pasture raised is it's a better egg.
it's a better egg. People like the short-term fix, but I promise you, you will in the end. When you're not in the doctor's office and
Right.
you're not on prescription medications, because that's the stuff that's expensive, and you never seem to get off of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're not spending the time in the office. You're not paying your copay. You're not paying the medical bills. You're not
Getting diabetes. I mean, all of these various things that are real problems
and you
in
feel
America today.
and you feel good.
And you feel good.
So to your point, yes, I'm Jewish, so I get a little anxiety when I see these. I flip nickels like manhole covers. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that like I get when things are expensive, it's in my genetics to
Oh,
get.
to feel anxious. Well, yeah, you have to. I mean,
I have a little extra
your
of it because
grocery dollar.
It's a Jew thing.
You have to think about it. I mean, I shop at a competitor of your place for my clients. Exclusively.
Oh,
And- And there are ways.
You do not talk about competitors.
Well, you keep talking about it.
You're right.
I was moving on. I was gracefully moving on. I gave you an exit plan, and you didn't take it.
We're not live. We can edit this out. We have the best editor.
We do.
We get you at Dean's.
Okay, that sounds good. any of those stores, you have to know how to shop them
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
buy stuff that's in season. You buy if it's canned beans that are, have good lining in the can and the blah blah blah. Like, buy those. Like, that's a very good product that has a lot of value. There's a way to shop effectively. You just have to have like a little bit of know-how and plan ahead. What's that?
These are pretty good. I like these.
They are pretty good.
And Mary's Gone Crackers, you need to contact me because this is not going to keep going on unless you start paying me. But Mary's Gone Crackers is a healthier. This is the best thing that I can actually think of that I found in my house. Because if you want crackers, this is loaded with great stuff.
Right.
It's organic. It's gluten free. It's whole grain. And I think you're a big seed person, aren't you?
I am.
I'm a big seed person. So this has got chia seeds. It's whole grain brown rice, whole grain quinoa, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, brown flax seeds, poppy seeds, water, sea salt, seaweed, black pepper, herbs. That's pretty good.
It's great.
And it's still processed.
And it satisfies a crunchy, salty craving.
And I use this with organic pesto
Okay.
and organic hummus.
Okay.
And it's good.
They're good crackers. Everybody likes those crackers.
Do they?
It's true.
All right. Mary's Gone Crackers. They're
Mary's
good.
Gone Crackers. True.
So just to give my listeners and my viewers another option, these are healthy crackers that can really taste good.
Right, because we're human. You're not just eating
Speak for
massaged
yourself.
kale salads all of the time. So you're going to have people have cravings. Crunchy,
Yeah, of course.
salty. Like, I make a cashew cracker. That's very delicious, and it's it's just a few ingredients.
Let's give you a plug here. So
you want to talk about me?
Yeah.
Great.
So
Love that.
you're a personal chef.
I'm a personal chef.
You do catering.
I do.
So if someone wants, your food, your recipes, they can you'll deliver them, you'll cook them, holidays. I'll let you roll.
I will break down the different aspects of my business. So I'm a personal chef, which means that I devise custom menus for my clients every week that address their certain needs. Everybody has different needs.
Right.
I shop for the food just for them. I prep it just for them. It's all small batch food that is, cooked by me, prepped by me. And I deliver it in glass containers, which are really great.
I like that.
I love the glass containers. So
impressed.
Snapware.
I'm impressed with the glass containers
I love the glass containers.
because it's glass.
Because it's glass
There's
and
nothing seeping into
it's
the
like
food.
a lot less work for my clients. Like, some people do those like meal kits. My clients don't have time for meal kits, nor do they want to cook.
So what types of people are these?
I have busy, empty nesters who are both professional. The couple is, they're both professionals. I have busy moms who really want to eat well, and they want their kids to eat well, but they're running around to like a million different activities and other things that are higher on the priority list for them.
So dinner basically.
Elderly couple.
So dinner can be ready every night thanks to you. So if I say to you, okay, John Levine says, me and my wife, you know what, we don't have time. I want it. This is what I want. This is what we'd like to eat. You will go shopping.
Yes.
And you will find those ingredients. You will make those ingredients in your kitchen.
I make everything from scratch.
And then you will have it at my door.
Yes.
In glass containers.
In glass containers.
And now all I need to do is kind of heat it up.
All you need to do is heat it up. If it's a salad, like, you get a little directions as how to put it together.
Yeah.
And the glass is great because you don't have plastic leaching into the food.
Yes.
I can write on the containers and date them. They go right into the oven.
And how do you get the food to the door? Do you drop it off yourself?
I have a delivery person.
You have
I used to do all the delivering myself as
Yeah.
well. So I'm like I'm like head chef and head dishwasher.
So you're not running around delivering anymore?
Not anymore. I have a wonderful lady named Nicole, and she's awesome.
That would be a lot of work.
Well, that's business.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
No, I'm saying you need.
Well, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that for a long time.
As you know, you're teaching me about my social media.
Yeah, there you go.
At some point.
At Relish Your Chef on Instagram.
There you go.
Check it out.
Check out my Instagram too.
Check out John's.
I'm working on my lighting. It's all real.
It's all
and
about
authentic.
lighting.
It's all about lighting.
Unless you're famous, like this one over here.
Hey, man.
They'll like anything you.
You know what? Ming Chen is famous, and I'm working.
I know.
I'm working on me being famous.
I'm so happy to have him as a friend. Yay! See, he doesn't talk.
He's talking.
It's great.
You know what? It's okay. He's great because if we can engage Ming, I'm
I know.
happy. Ming, we'll give you a little plug too because we have to help each other out.
That's what we do here in Monmouth County.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
I want to help you out because
Okay.
I support what you do. Because
Well,
you know,
we should finish talking about the business.
no. We'll get.
Then I'm out of here, man.
You're out of
I'm
here.
done. Chefs are temperamental too. Like I'll just like start throwing stuff.
You are a wild card.
Yeah, I am.
Don't
Why do you think I'm wearing these boots?
don't throw
Because
anything.
because I'm a gentle? No.
Okay.
It'll be a problem. I'm much nicer to my clients though.
There you go.
Yeah, they get the white glove like full service. They don't know this side of me. But what's great about my service is that I show up, everything is cooked and ready for you to go, heated up in the containers that are already there. They're in glass, and then you pop them in the dishwasher. You pop them in one of those bins, and then I clean them again. And like the old school milkman, you know, like kind of switching them out.
Yeah.
I feel good because it's the environment, less plastic, and my clients really like them. So I've been using them in my business for over 4 years now. They're phenomenal. I love them.
The glass.
Snapware.
Oh, Snapware.
Snapware. Yep.
Okay.
I love them.
We have glass too. I don't know if it's Snapware, but I'll have to look.
It probably is. It's
Probably.
very, very durable with a nice hard lid.
The plastic is the top is plastic.
The top is plastic.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah.
But the bottom's glass, obviously.
The bottom is glass.
Right.
They're fantastic.
They are fantastic.
I
We-
could do a whole infomercial on them if you'd like.
No, I don't want that.
I would like them to sponsor
You're
me.
making me hungry, and I want.
All right.
I want you to cook. So I'm getting.
Okay.
I'm getting temperamental.
All right, you are?
Because I'm hungry.
Because you're getting
and
hungry.
you owe me and Ming.
I do.
So-
They're just pancakes, but
Let's do it.
All right, well, let's talk about why we're doing pancakes. First of all, everybody loves pancakes. Maybe not you, though.
No, I do.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't. I eat some junk.
Okay.
Even last night, like I was exhausted,
Yeah.
and then when you get tired. At least when I get tired, you start craving bad things.
Carbs. I
crave carbs, too.
Yeah, when you're tired.
I held off last night, believe it or not, but I was
Okay.
like starting to lose it. I was tired, and I was like,
Okay.
but I was. We don't have much in the. Well, I don't leave it in the house, so it's like it's not.
Oh,
there.
yeah, I don't do that either.
Yeah,
I
so it's
don't-
not there. So I'm
it's,
like, oh
not in the
crap!
house.
Like unless I'm like I can't. I'm done. Anyway,
Well, that you're being prepared.
I'm prepared that if I am exhausted,
Right.
which I was exhausted last night, that I have nothing to get.
Okay.
I have nothing to go.
Right.
I can go for the Mary's Gone Crackers, and I have these other bars which are good, but healthier options.
What are those?
These are whenever bars.
Whenever.
Whenever. They're quick, and they're better. It's a better option.
It's not like, you don't say it like whenever. It's more like whenever bars.
Well, it's not my business.
What?
I'll say the Whole Truth Podcast.
See, there you go.
And Marcy Ragan.
There you
Whenever
go.
bars, when they start paying me, I'll say whenever bars.
Right.
I'll start getting crazy.
I haven't seen those.
No, they're good. You want a couple? They're good.
Whenever.
Whenever. Okay, let's cook.
Okay.
So what do we
All
got
right,
here?
Am I gonna be able to cook attached to this thing? All right.
Whenever.
I'm gonna.
Whenever.
All right. Should I put on an apron? Be like professional.
Oh, this is your bag.
It's my bag.
It's your
All right.
jam.
All right. Then I'm gonna take this out.
Jam away.
It's my jam.
It's your jam.
I'm gonna keep it rolling.
So while you do that, I'm gonna work on my Instagram.
All
I'm
right,
trying
thank
to
you.
make the lighting better and my layout better.
Right now.
But I take constructive criticism. No, not right now. Not right now.
All right. Here we go.
Chef Marcy. Relish your chef. I like that. Here we go.
Everything's branded. That's what I try to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Can I just-
So what kind of eggs? Are these free range eggs? Where'd you get those eggs?
These are Vital Choice pasture.
I told you about Vital Choice.
Yes. Did you?
I don't know.
I love them. They're great. If I'm not getting the eggs from my friend Sarah in Middletown, then I'm getting eggs from Vital Choice.
Now, where exactly are those eggs coming from? Do you think?
I don't know.
Free
read-
range eggs,
They're not just free range. You want pasture raised
pasture raised.
because pasture raised means that they actually have access to the outdoors and they can eat all the critters in the grass. And
Well, that's what I meant.
no, free range is different. They're all different levels of eggs.
So what's
free range means that the chickens have their little, I don't know what it's called, like little hut.
Oh, and they're not seeing the light?
Access.
Oh.
But it doesn't mean necessarily that they're going to go outside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, pasture raised, where they can be outside.
And they're actually
all the time.
outside in the pasture.
Yo, that's the, yes.
Yes.
Because, the other thing is, like, people don't realize that, like, when animals are stressed out and this sounds harsh, but when you kill those animals or you use those animals, you actually are you're putting that stress into your body.
Right.
I mean, you are literally
all
like
the
a
stress
stressed,
hormones and stuff.
the stress hormones of
Right.
that chicken, you are putting it into your body. You're taking on that stress.
That's true.
Can you say that again?
What?
That's true.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
I like when people
I agree
say
with
that.
that.
I like when you
like-
agree with me.
So let's start with the recipe. So this is just a basic pancake recipe.
Don't throw anything,
I won't.
please.
I don't like to throw food, especially if I'm going to eat it. So this is just a basic pancake recipe. The reason why we're doing this is because America loves pancakes and kids love pancakes. But if you can make pancakes that are half, regular white flour and half buckwheat flour, which is buckwheat is a seed,
Yep. Not a wheat.
not a wheat.
So hold on. You know
Have you
what?
heard
I
that
was fading
somewhere
there.
before?
So it's half buckwheat and half what?
Regular all-purpose flour.
Regular all-purpose flour.
Yeah.
All right. So we're mixing
So,
it up.
is there a, you can't really see, but the
camera?
buckwheat is a little bit, where should I put this?
You're good.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
so
yeah,
the
look at that.
buckwheat is like a little gray. It's like a different color of flour, but
That is great.
yeah. But
Looks pretty good.
the kids don't notice. That's what I think. So
Oh, the ghee butter.
yeah, so using the ghee, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. I've started using the ghee with my son because he's lactose intolerant, and he told me he grew out of it though, but he's full of baloney.
But tell me a little bit about the ghee butter as we're doing this.
The ghee is basically clarified butter. If you know what clarified butter is, it's butter where the milk solids have been taken out of it. So it has a higher smoke point, so you can cook it at a high temperature without the milk solids burning. It's
Okay.
used a lot in Indian cooking. The lactose is taken out. So that's why I use it
Oh, the
with my
lactose
son.
is taken out. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm just going to put this down here. This gets really hot really quick, so.
All right. We are finally getting
See, it
food.
smells-
Chef Marcy.
There we go. There we go. Just want to make sure that's nice and hot. No, that gets hot really quickly. So with basic quick breads, pancakes, what you do is you take the dry ingredients. Now this is this is a cup of, the recipe calls for a cup of regular flour. So it's a half a cup of buckwheat, half a cup of regular, some baking powder, and salt. That's all that is.
All right.
This is a little bit of oil. I think I used a little safflower oil because it's very neutral tasting, but you could use a different kind of oil if you wanted.
Safflower? Safflower oil.
Safflower. And milk. You could use almond milk. You could use whatever kind of milk you would like.
Personal preference, I guess.
Personal preference. All right, so that's that. We also need an egg. Our little
All right.
friendly vital
So
choice
not
egg.
free range egg, pasture raised egg.
Pasture raised egg.
I did not know. I thought that was the same thing. I didn't realize that. But that's good.
There are all different levels of eggs. It depends
Yeah,
on
I
whether
know.
the little chickadees are going to actually.
Well, in layman's
out.
in layman's terms, you want the animals to be happy and to get to run around and eat what they're supposed to eat.
Right, and
That's what we want.
that's what I want.
Call it whatever you want, but that's what I want.
That's the chickens need to be out, foraging for
Yeah.
little grubs and
All the animals do.
and bugs and such.
Cows,
Yeah.
whatever it may be,
Yeah.
they all do.
Okay, so there we go. Pancake batter.
Chickens need to be chickens, yeah.
They need to be chickens, and there are more nutrients in the eggs.
Yep.
I gotta clean up here a little bit. All right, so now we're just gonna wait. So it's just pancakes. I mean, what do you like to put in your pancakes?
Honestly,
You don't
we
like
make
pancakes?
buckwheat pancakes.
You make buckwheat pancakes?
Yes, all the time.
You can
We
call
actually
them little
do.
French pancakes.
Actually,
They
you know
can
what?
be crepes.
You know what? Let me just say this.
Little-
I do not make the buckwheat pancakes.
You don't.
My wife makes the buckwheat
Okay.
pancakes. She does a much better job of cooking than I do. So she typically cooks. I cannot take that credit. I will tell you that we use the buckwheat pancakes, but it's my wife that normally does it. And the kids, I don't make them as well as she does, and the kids like her pancakes better.
Oops, sorry.
But yeah, it's very similar stuff to that. I think we use almond milk. But yeah,
Do you make your almond milk?
we do not make our almond milk.
But you did tell me that one time that you make the little treasure for your kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right?
We have rolled oats.
See, that's what I like.
I'm the breakfast guy.
You're the breakfast guy. Okay.
I'm the breakfast guy,
just
and
gonna
we
test
typically
this.
what we do is rolled oats. I use rolled oats because they're not refined; they're in their natural form, and I usually bury something,
Right.
or I make faces.
Right.
So
And I love that because eating well starts when you're a kid,
yeah.
and a good attitude towards that.
So I usually put some berries at the bottom of the bowl, and then I pour the, I call it kaszka because that's Polish. We call it kaszka, but it's the oatmeal or the rolled oats on top of it, and then I tell the kids, well, I don't know what's under there today. Maybe it's strawberries, maybe it's blueberries, maybe it's blackberries, maybe it's raspberries, maybe it's, sometimes I even put a little dark chocolate, just, to
Oh,
throw
you're going that crazy, huh?
a little bit. I don't go crazy, but yeah.
Well, dark chocolate is good for you.
Yeah, it is. And then they have to figure out, and then it's fun because now they have to know, like, okay, what's under there, and it's like pirate treasure.
Well, that's making food fun for your kids. That's
Yes.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah, and the
You want
faces.
a good attitude.
And then there's you can throw a wrench in it, and you can
Happy
say, okay,
faces, though, right?
the happy face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, happy faces. You can get the ears going, the smiley faces, all sorts of stuff.
What do you use for ears?
I'll put it so like if it's blueberries, I swear I use berries because I like berries with the flavonoids, and I think they're the healthiest fruit and they're easiest. But sometimes I use apples. So raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries occasionally, and I make the eyes, I make the nose,
Okay.
I make the ears, and I make the mouth.
Okay.
So I'll just put like a blueberry on the right and a blueberry on the left. Those are
Okay.
the ears.
This is very balanced face.
Sure.
So-
It's 2 extra blueberries.
Do
2
you
extra blueberries.
use
Those
see
look good.
the little bubbles are happening here?
Yeah.
That's what my mom taught me. After a few bubbles pop, they're gonna be ready soon.
So the bubbles have to pop, and then you go.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, so your mom was a cook.
My mom was an excellent cook.
Oh, so that's where it
Very
came
good.
from.
My mom is an excellent cook. My dad is an excellent cook. My stepmother is an excellent cook. All 3 of my sisters are great cooks. My aunt is a great cook. She taught me how to make salad.
So you
I'm
were gonna.
serious. Like everybody in my family is a really good cook.
Okay, so you were gonna be a great cook.
I'm not special in my family. So there
You're
you
special to me.
Go. Thank you.
You're
so
special
much.
to the Whole Truth
Thank you.
podcast.
It's like someone like my sister. My sister, she is a teacher. She's got 2 kids. Very busy life. She spends the time prepping on Sundays. She takes the 2 to 3 hours. She preps her food for the week, and she
For the whole week.
Yeah, she tries to. She's she's really good at that.
That saves a lot of time.
It saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then she's not making bad choices.
I totally agree with
Yeah.
you.
It's great.
It's when you get into that situation where you're not, you didn't plan out. You're like, you're
Right.
stuck. You're stuck.
You're stuck. If you're stuck, then what are you eating?
Whatever's around.
Whatever's around.
So the bubbles have to come up a little bit. How many bubbles?
Yeah.
Just like a couple once they
Yeah,
start
a few.
bubbling. Those
A
look
few
good.
bubbles.
I like it.
They smell good.
Now, what if you want to use syrup? Like, what if the kids are like, I want syrup? Do you do syrup? Do you do honey?
I don't really like syrup. But if it's going to be maple syrup, like I like the grade B, like real syrup.
Well, your kids.
I would just say make sure that you're buying real maple syrup and not colored corn syrup.
Yes, because you got to understand something, and
Yes.
I have to understand this too sometimes. I realize sometimes that not everyone agrees with what I do because we're pretty healthy.
Right.
So there's going to be people who are going to be like, well, "What do you mean?"
You are very healthy.
It's most of the time. I try to be.
Okay.
90% of the time. But there's going to be kids that want. There's going to be moms listening and dads listening that are going to be like, "What do you mean? With pancakes, you have to have syrup. You
So
have to
have a
some-"
little bit of syrup, but don't have
Just
to
don't go
Just make
bonkers.
sure it's real syrup.
Yeah, but what's real
that's
syrup?
What I think. It's real maple syrup from, Sugar Shack. That's what it is.
Okay.
You know,
Nothing nothing added.
nothing added.
Like not like tons of different.
It's expensive,
Yeah.
but it's not. You're not like drenching.
But we already
your ice.
we already nailed that point. The expensive is okay because it's going to save you in the long run.
It's going to save you in the long run, but if you got to use a little bit at a time.
You could be 105 if you eat expensive, maple syrup, and you could be like.
Is that what it is?
You
Is
could
that
be.
what it's going to take?
Maybe.
Gosh, sign me up. I don't really like super, super, super sweet things for breakfast because then I don't feel well afterwards.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
in terms of moderation and also, we want things to be accessible. So you do the berries for your kids. I'm assuming they're organic, they're fresh.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times I think that kind of, like, berries are expensive right now.
And you know what? When you have two boys, they
I
eat so
do.
many. They have you do have two boys.
I do. They're ginormous.
They eat berries like
Right.
they're gone
Right.
in one
I
swoop.
mean, that's like $100 a week in berries alone.
At least.
A lot of households can't afford that.
Exactly.
So you have to think about like what other fruits are going to do it, for you.
Ooh,
you
look
know?
at this.
Yeah, here
We
we
got
go.
pancakes, baby.
We got pancakes.
Buckwheat
They're-
pancakes.
Plain pancakes.
I like it.
It's a busy week here at Relish, your chef. Let's make sure these are cooked all the way. There we go.
I love it.
There we go. Nice pancakes. Is that?
I'm eating them right now. They're
Pancake,
delicious.
Pancake. Is the pancake cam? I love that. That's so much fun.
Cookies and pancakes, man.
Cookies and pancakes. All right. So, am I going to turn this off so I don't burn down the studio?
Yeah, don't burn down the studio.
Burn down the house.
We need to do more podcasts here. We can't be burning.
I know.
Burning that down.
I know. So I think sometimes also with eating healthfully, it's about making sure that you can afford it too.
Right.
So not everybody can eat. That's a lot of that's a lot of berries. So
That is a lot of berries.
yeah, you have to think about other. Can you get them frozen, or can you get something dried, or can you work in other fruits? I think that's important to find other things,
Yeah.
because once you start demonizing certain foods, or it becomes harder. And this is all about making it easier.
I think I demonized Gatorade a little bit before, but
I don't think they're going to be sponsoring us anytime soon. So
no, I
think
wouldn't take them
you
on
wouldn't
as a
take their
sponsor.
money. That's
No,
right.
no.
So I think that's fine. But you just got to make it easier. Find the little swaps to make it easier. If
agree.
you don't have time to chop vegetables, then get the good, broccoli. Get the good broccoli that's frozen and organic. If you don't have the time to slow cook beans, there are very good organic, beans, canned beans that
Yeah.
you can get. Work things like that into your diet. Be prepared. Let me see. Yesterday, what did I do? I put out an Instagram, request to see what people wanted to, learn today. And someone was like, "What if you have a sweet tooth? What do you do? How do you
Pull it out.
How do you
Pull it
how do you
out.
manage a sweet tooth?
Pull it out, put it underneath the
Pillow.
the pillow, and the tooth fairy will come and we'll replace it with
That's perfect.
with a normal tooth.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
There you go.
There's something for there's something.
There's going to
for
be a
that.
lot of people who have no teeth out there.
Yeah, right.
It's going to look really bad. It's all good. But listen, to recap, be prepared with
Be
the food
prepared.
so that you're ready to go. Keep it simple. There are simple choices. Red lentil pasta if you like that. The coconut water or just regular water over the colored sugary drinks. Real fruit instead of fruit juice. And my thing, swap out like white potatoes and make it sweet potatoes.
Sure.
It's usually the white stuff that's actually a no-no because
Mm-hmm.
that's usually, everything's been pulled out of it. White rice to brown rice. Instead of butter, you can go with ghee butter
Right.
or olive oil
Or just
coconut
good
oil.
grass-fed butter.
Right. And buckwheat pancakes.
And buckwheat pancakes.
And with that,
How did you do with that?
I took one bite,
You took one bite.
but
you made
no,
it?
no, it's delicious. and when we wrap up the show, I'm going to eat them all.
Okay, sounds good.
But I didn't want to, I want to talk. I want to finish up. I don't want to have like food
Something
flying,
in your teeth.
food flying
See?
out of my mouth.
Something in your teeth.
I normally have like, my front tooth
Seeds?
always has, seeds
Uh-huh.
and like a green tooth.
A green
But
tooth?
I'm okay. Yeah, usually because like leafy greens they end up like in your teeth.
Okay.
And my wife is always saying, John, you have food in your teeth. I'm like, what is it? She's like, it's
You're good. Let me see you now. You're good. You're clear.
unclear.
Yeah.
But
think
I'm
so.
okay with people seeing me with green teeth.
Okay.
Because if you see me with green teeth, you know I'm doing the right thing. Yes, it's in my tooth. Yes, it's in my tooth. But you know what? At least you know I was eating
Right.
greens.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
And it happens. We're all human.
It happens.
So I love what you're doing. Relish your chef, Marcy Ragan, personal chef, catering services. She uses glass,
I use
sustainable glass. She cares about the environment.
Custom catered parties.
Healthy food, quick, healthy food, and it's going to get you a long way.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you,
I
John.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will catch up soon, and I can't wait to eat these buckwheat pancakes.
All right. Fantastic.
So with that, adios, amigos.
Relish your day.